Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So this is an update from an online source about Meghan and Harry's poor financial status and what they are currently doing in America, in California, to survive. So of course we are all aware that Meghan and Harry made a big decision to move to an A-lister suburb in California, Montecito, where they are surrounded by the likes of Oprah, Adele, Ellen DeGeneres, and many other A-listers, big household names. Now, this move was a strategic move on their part in order to get their feet under the table with Hollywood royalty as quickly as possible, so as to rebrand themselves essentially and to make that transition from runaway royals to well-known, respected Hollywood celebrities. They wanted to create an American branch of the royal family out in Montecito, and of course their PR team suggested to them that their best move would be to live amongst respected, well-known A-listers, make some friends, get their feet under the table, invite people over, so on and so forth. They haven't seemed to be able to turn around their public image by this neighborhood association. A lot has gone wrong, and allegedly their deals with Netflix and Spotify have been wrenched off of their table. So they're in trouble. And the reason why Meghan and Harry are in a lot of financial distress and trouble is due to their poor relationships with a lot of family members whom have been left behind, such as their parents, extended family, William and Kate, the Cambridges, and all of Meghan's cousins. She doesn't have a good relationship with them, and they have been going to the media routinely, systematically, publicly, without any shame, and dragging her. And it's been a rather detrimental, damaging thing for her public image, which she has desperately been trying to turn around, and it's just not working. So this online source has revealed that Meghan Markle has actually gone to the Hollywood elite, such as Oprah, who was her original fangirl and major supporter, and Tyler Perry also, in order to get some kind of positive public PR. And she's been turned away, not surprisingly. Now, Oprah was all for Meghan Markle's vegan oat milk lattes, that brand that she was pushing initially when she first landed in America. Oprah was all for supporting Meghan Markle. She felt as though she was supporting someone who was going to be revolutionary, who was an underdog, who could actually put her name in headlights so that she could say, I was the first person to get the interview. I was the person who was there when they was at their lowest ebb, who was a part of the rebuilding of the Sussexes, the new American Hollywood family that America didn't know it was waiting for. She wanted to be the first, and Oprah very much is like that. She only likes to associate with people who she feels are going to be front winners. And on this occasion, which is not the first occasion for Oprah Winfrey, she got it horribly wrong, along with her documentary that she put together on the Michael Jackson case. That horribly went wrong as well, and it done a diabolical, disastrous destruction to her public image. This Meghan and Harry interview that she done last year was also diabolically bad for Oprah's public image, and she's not prepared to shoulder any more risk regarding the Sussexes. Let me read the source quickly for you guys before I carry on. An insider has leaked that Meghan is desperate for money, and she has been at the doorstep of her successful neighbour Oprah for a financial bailout and media connections. Meghan and Harry have tried out many media tactics to get the public on side, and it's all fallen flat, along with their Netflix and Spotify deals. Meghan and Harry can't seem to pull it together. They are unpopular and they cannot turn their lack of popularity and controversy into dollars. Oprah loves an underdog and was reportedly pulling on all the Hollywood strings she could find to get Meghan and Harry off the ground. Tyler Perry only loaned his mansion to them in 2020 as Oprah asked on their behalf, but it would seem as though Meghan and Harry are friendless, especially in the recent weeks, with social media outlets such as YouTube revealing how disliked they are. Meghan found herself being turned away from Oprah's doorstep when she asked for a financial kickback. Meghan and Harry are on the brink of losing the Hollywood high life and are considering selling the mansion, so they needed some Hollywood royalty help. Meghan asked for free publicity and a financial investment/loan that she promised to pay back. Oprah thinks that too much association with Meghan serves only to bring her down. She was humiliated enough by the interview she did with the two defunct royals, which was a resounding flop. Meghan hasn't been able to make any new Hollywood friends, and because the public don't understand her mission or purpose, she has been branded as a runaway royal, with Harry, who has no purpose either. American stars just want to sell records and movies and back winning charitable causes that are worthwhile. So Oprah has closed her A-lister call list to Meghan and Harry for the time being. That's the end of the source, so it's not very long. And it pretty much summarizes what I just said. Oprah had her arms flung open. She was ready to embrace what a lot of the sugars refer to Meghan Markle as the first black princess. She was ready to embrace her. She wanted to be the first. She wanted to play godmother. She wanted to be a part of this historical moment. Meghan Markle's wedding to Harry was the only royal wedding that Oprah was able to ever attend, and it will probably be the last one she ever gets to attend. So she was excited about this news. She was ecstatic that she was able to extend an olive branch to the Sussexes at their dire ebb, because she felt as though at the time that they was able to turn it all around and that they was going to be able to shift public disdain to public love. But it hasn't worked, and Meghan and Harry pretty much are not able to turn anything around. They're not able to make it work. They haven't been able to boost their likability. No one is engaging financially with anything that they publish. And Meghan Markle made a last-ditch desperate attempt at getting people to like her, regular people to like her, disadvantaged people to like her, by lobbying for parental leave, which she had no business doing because she's not an American politician. She doesn't really have any kind of political power, and she co-signed these lobbying tactics with the use of the Duchess of Sussex, which was rather ironic because she doesn't live in the UK. She has no intentions of coming back to the UK. She has no respect for the British people or British traditions or the British institution that she pretty much uses in order to make money out in Hollywood. However, she was using her title for likability, essentially. And that's all it ever seems to be about Meghan and Harry. They only do things in order to benefit themselves directly. It's never really about anyone else. Everyone saw through this tactic and it simply hasn't worked. The public still feel the same about her as they did when she left Britain in 2020. She hasn't been able to turn it around. She's still pretty much not popular and one of the least liked royals to date. So with all that being said, guys, it seems as though A-lister Hollywood, as I documented in one of my previous videos, has turned its back on Meghan. And now that she really is at her lowest ebb with Harry, everything is tumbling down and people are revealing their true cards because they've secretly been watching this play out in the public eye. and no one wants to jump on board of a sinking ship if it means putting themselves and their family members at risk. They want to be able to maintain their saleability, and associating with two disrespectful ex-royals can only serve to damage and harm all of the hard work that these A-listers have carried out. Oprah, as I said, has closed her Hollywood A-lister call list to Meghan and Harry. With all that being said, guys, I will be back with another video. Bye.